My posture's better? Okay, there we go. Nice.
You know how to get rid of that?
Wheeling and dealing here today.
You know,
man. That's
just
good.
meet some new people, Kevin. So now St. Augustine, but originally California.
Okay.
We just moved about a year ago here.
Right.
So.
Okay, we are here live. Emily's going to be our photographer today and also social media video person there. Ava is the videographer on the background. What's your role, Ava, today?
To take videos in the background.
Right. To capture kind of like the making of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the making of hanging out with Kevin and for the American Entrepreneur and kind of series, which is really exciting and cool stuff for the Deferred Sales Trust. Ava, what are you most looking forward to?
I don't know, hearing the talk, I guess.
Yeah, and capturing the story, yeah?
Yeah.
Exactly, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Emily, what are you most looking forward to?
Basically just seeing you on TV and stuff on Instagram and also catching the story too.
Absolutely, it's going to be so much fun. T-minus like 2 minutes away. It's going to be cool. We're going to be talking about origin story, how we help people defer capital gains taxes, and I got my videographers here with the tax flow shirt. Look at that, tax flow, not just cash flow, which is exciting. Also, you can get paid now because they're working. They've been working now. It's about 48 hours, and we can put it into the Roth IRA, and we can fund some of their future, which is pretty cool. Little tax flow trick. Make sure you get your kids to work if you can, legitimately. Record all the hours, especially videography, right? That's not easy, and it's not inexpensive, so you can legitimately, book their services for a good amount. And then you sort of make sure that you properly document that, and then you pay them. We run an S corp, so we have an LLC that files as an S corp, and that S corp hires them on payroll, and then issues them a W-2. And as long as I think it's around $17,000 is the limit, as long as you do less than $17,000, then at that point they don't have to pay any tax on that. And then on top of that, you can put that into a Roth IRA, and all of that grows tax-free, which is pretty cool. All the growth, so it's a pretty awesome way for kids to start to save either for college or for their future, and to use tax flow to your advantage versus just having it on your ordinary income and then having to pay higher tax brackets. So pretty cool stuff. Make sure you check out that. Ava has a creative eye for art, and so now I'm trying to teach her beyond just digital art that she creates on her own, also how to make art with video and capturing stories, which is I think she'd be amazing at. And so this is her first official gig, and she's got the tax flow shirt on. Tax flow, not just
What?
cash flow. She's still learning those sayings though. So also, friends, don't let friends overpay in a 1031 exchange. Make sure you're not, trapping people on 1031s when you're out there helping your clients, and or if you are the client, make sure you don't get trapped in the 1031. We're in St. Pete's, Florida, which is an amazing, beautiful place, and grateful to have them with me versus rolling solo. I get to experience it all together, make some memories. It's part of why we homeschool too, because it gives us an opportunity to experience these new adventures together. Our first time to St. Pete's, and first time meeting Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank in person. So on the journey together, you can have both. You can be that entrepreneur, and you can invite your family into the adventure, and you can explore it together, especially if you homeschool, because they're not tied to the traditional school schedule. So that's what we love about, one of the things we love about homeschooling. So anyways, more to come on this journey here.
My posture's better? Okay, there we go. Nice.
You know how to get rid of that?
Wheeling and dealing here today.
You know,
man. That's
just
good.
meet some new people, Kevin. So now St. Augustine, but originally California.
Okay.
We just moved about a year ago here.
Right.
So.
Cranking away here. I know. We're doing this, huh? Content Central. Okay. All right. The Capital Gains Tax Solutions. All right, you ready for that?
Ready.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington, an original shark from Shark Tank. Capital Gains Tax Solutions offers a way to preserve capital gains tax and multiply wealth, granting you the invaluable freedom to live life on your own terms. And joining me today is the CEO, Brett Swarts. Brett, thanks for being here today.
Kevin, thanks for having me.
Awesome having you. Now, in your own words, what does Capital Gains Tax Solutions actually offer those that are out there?
Absolutely. So we unlock capital to be invested into families, communities when exiting highly appreciated assets. So these are multi-million-dollar assets that have huge capital gains taxes.
Right.
And most people, they feel trapped by that. They feel trapped by some of the older strategies that are just that, Kevin. They're strategies versus transformational exit planning,
Gotcha.
where you have freedom and flexibility with the wealth. So we niche focus on a strategy that we believe has the opportunity to not only transform on the $84 trillion that's transferring
Right.
from the baby boomers in the next 20 years, but also the ability to have flexibility with that. It's not just the strategy, it's the team to execute as you imagine on a business
Right.
plan. So when you know how to execute on certain strategies, it makes all the difference. Now we also have we're proficient at 1031 exchanges, Delaware statutory trust, and other tax deferral strategies.
Right.
The next thing is eliminating estate tax. Most
Okay.
folks have ways to defer cap gains tax, but we can also eliminate estate tax. And when you can do that in a flexible way, Kevin, it creates transformation for families.
Okay, so you mentioned quite a few things there, estate taxes, but there was something I want to go back to, the Deferred Sales Trust. Who is an ideal candidate for that? And exactly what is that again?
Yeah, and so the ideal candidate would be for someone who's selling any asset of any kind. It could be public or private stock. It could
Okay.
be investment real estate, primary homes. It could be a cryptocurrency, and have $1 million gain and $1 million net proceeds. So
When he's done,
Don't say
don't
anything?
comment, yeah.
Okay,
all right. So the other part of transformation with some of these deal stories that I like to mention is one with Warren and Catherine. And they first started out buying a duplex in Manhattan Beach. And they've done what's called the 1031 exchanges for many years. And they ended up buying an apartment complex, Kevin, in Sacramento. And they're looking at their NOI. Their NOI was about $120,000. And they're considering not just their NOI on their return on investment, but the return on their time. You see, they had kids later in life. And their two daughters are now twin daughters. They're 10 years old. And Warren's finding himself driving 4 or 5 hours back and forth to the property on the weekends, and it's taking up a huge amount of his time.
Right.
And so he's going, you know what, if there's an opportunity to sell, defer the tax, and gain what we call the 12 plus freedoms with the Deferred Sales Trust, but the most important one for him was time. He no longer had to do the toilets, the trash, the liabilities. And so I asked him the question, I said, Warren, what was the biggest thing that the Deferred Sales Trust did for you? He said, you know what, Brett, I traded the toilets, the trash, and the termites for the other two T's, my twin daughters. And for us, that was the key, right? That you can unlock time with your family and also diversify your wealth, not having to feel tied to all of the restrictions that especially California is putting on a lot of landlords, the rent control, the challenges with insurance, and finally be able to retire from that wealth that you built and preserve that capital, and then also be able to set it up for the next generation to come with passive cash flow. And so that's what we're about, is to unlock those kind of freedoms. And I'll also tell you one more story, and this has to do with a client who's an entrepreneur. And his name is Shay. And Shay sold a business, and for him, he wasn't ready to be retired. And so he looked at the Deferred Sales Trust not as a retirement vehicle, but as an opportunity to fund his next business venture. And so he sold a business in Alabama, and he started to build multifamily properties, 72 units in Tennessee. And so for him, the trust became a joint venture partner with him. So he wasn't capped on the promissory note. And he was able to fund his business venture, all tax deferred with a new depreciation schedule. And that's a huge statement, but I say that because the entrepreneur might be listening and they might be saying, is this just for the retiree? And it's not. It's also for the entrepreneur who wants optimal timing and wants to switch out of businesses to real estate, or real estate into business, or public or private stock into other investments. So it can be for the entrepreneur, it can be for the person who wants to retire, but ultimately it's going to unlock that freedom that our clients are looking for.
It was fantastic. It was great. We need a water here. Let's get a water here. All right, what'd you best like about it?
Making the videos and watching you be on TV.
That was fun, right?
Oh, all right.
The girls did good. They worked hard.
Ice cream.
Got some good behind the scenes.
Good ice cream. Oh, we need our luggage.
Oh yeah, we need our luggage. And Daddy's got to run and get the gift. I'm sure those are fine. All right. Thanks,
Kevin. Appreciate you. Yeah,
Appreciate the book.
Yeah, absolutely.
This looks like.
Yeah, and you're like the first chapter. So
That's awesome.
the second chapter. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Good job, man.
Thank you. Hey, Brett Swarts here, Capital Gains Tax Solutions. I hope you enjoyed my interview with Kevin as much as I did. It's an absolute pleasure to be able to spend some time with Kevin. And I also want to encourage you right now to take action, right? Take action on what it is that you're looking to do with your exit planning strategy and to build that team. And that's really the three things I want to talk about today as I wrap up my thoughts on the interview. So number one is having a clear vision. You know, like Warren and Catherine, their clear vision was to be able to exit and spend time with their family. For Gary, his clear vision was to get back his time that was being consumed by the mobile home park investing. But what is that clear vision for you? What does it look like if you were to be able to exit your highly appreciated asset? Is it less stress? Is it more time? Is it location freedom? Is it impact and legacy? Clarifying your vision is the most important factor for any of this. And then the second most important thing will be what strategy is going to help you to achieve where you want to be with that vision. We call this the A to B exercise. A is where you're at, B is where you want to be, and clarifying what's holding you back from A to B. And as you clarify your vision, as you work through what strategies are available, you're going to find hopefully one or two or maybe three, but maybe it's just one. Maybe it's just the Deferred Sales Trust that's going to unlock your ability to achieve that B, achieve that outcome that you want to be for your family, for your wealth, for your legacy. And then it's about building a team to help you execute on that strategy. Here at Capital Gains Tax Solutions, we love the opportunity to be that team for you to help you achieve that vision for your wealth. But it starts with taking action, which leads to the third part of this encouragement for you today, is to take massive action. Don't wait, start planning today. And if you can plan today, you can have clarity for the future when you go to exit. So if we could be of any service to you, we want you to take action right now. Please go to capitalgainstaxsolutions.com, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, check out our book, Building a Capital Gains Tax Exit Plan. We so appreciate all of the opportunities that we have here at Capital Gains Tax Solutions, and we look forward to working with you real soon. Thanks now.